Is the highly anticipated fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson merely a clever trick to keep us intrigued? Amidst swirling rumors of scams and stage drama, one thing is clear: not everything in boxing is what it seems. How do you address criticism about this fight, especially given the significant age difference? In this video, we'll dive deep into the controversy and latest updates surrounding this clash of generations. Stick around for all the details, only here on Sports Frenzy TV. It all began with a bang when the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was announced. The boxing world seemed to stop for a moment. Who wouldn't be interested in the idea of these two facing off? Jake Paul, a 27-year-old YouTube star turned boxer known for his controversial streak, was set to fight Mike Tyson, the legendary boxer, even at the age of 58. The 31-year age gap alone made headlines, and everyone was buzzing with speculation and debate. The fight was slated for June 20th, and anticipation was sky high. But then, like a sudden punch to the gut, Tyson had to withdraw, citing health concerns. Now we're talking about Mike Tyson here, a man who has taken more hits than most of us can even imagine. When the news broke, people didn't just brush it off. Instead, it set off alarm bells. Fans and commentators started questioning everything. Was Tyson truly unable to fight, or was there something else going on? The doubts spread quickly. Was this fight ever going to happen, or was it all just smoke and mirrors? Enter Butterbean, the former heavyweight known for his knockout power and larger-than-life personality. When he spoke, people listened. On TikTok, Butterbean didn't hold back, calling the entire Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson setup a scam from the start. According to him, there was never any real intention for this fight to happen. It was all a well-planned scheme to keep Jake Paul's name in the spotlight. Butterbean made it clear: he and Tyson were never going to fight. He asserted that it had always been a scam to boost Jake Paul's profile. Butterbean didn't mince words. He explained that no sensible promoter would allow a fighter to take on someone else between such a high-stakes match. The idea that Tyson was pulling out wasn't convincing to him. After all the hype around the Tyson fight fizzled out, Jake Paul needed a new opponent quickly. Enter Mike Perry. Though Perry might not have the legendary status of Tyson, he's a solid fighter at 32 years old, and the matchup with Paul still generated enough interest to keep people engaged. But let's face it, this wasn't the fight everyone was excited about. It felt more like a consolation prize to keep the show going while the Tyson fight remained uncertain. When the bell rang, Paul came out swinging, determined to prove his worth despite his original opponent being absent. The fight was intense, and Jake was clearly in control, securing the victory. Despite the win, something felt off. The Tyson fight loomed like a giant shadow over the ring, no matter how well Paul performed. The lingering question was always, what about Tyson? Right after the fight, Paul wasted no time grabbing the mic to announce that the bout with Tyson was rescheduled for November 15th. The boxing community collectively sighed, skeptical about the new date. After all the drama, it was hard to shake the feeling that this was just another twist in an ongoing saga. Butterbean was not about to let this slide. His skepticism wasn't a casual remark. He was serious from the start. He believed the whole setup was a strategic move to keep Jake Paul in the headlines and elevate his status without any real intention of facing Tyson. Butterbean saw through the glitz and glamour, labeling it a well-crafted PR stunt. Butterbean took a step further by issuing his own challenge. The 57-year-old, who once weighed a staggering 36 stone, challenged Jake Paul to a $2 million winner-takes-all fight. This wasn't just a pipe dream. Butterbean had been hinting at a comeback, and after dropping 14 stone and getting into shape, he seemed determined to prove he still had what it takes to face Jake Paul. What makes this even more interesting is Butterbean's backstory. After stepping away from the ring in 2013, he didn't disappear. Instead, he starred in a TV show with former wrestler Diamond Dallas Page, documenting his weight loss and transformation. It's like something out of a Rocky movie. An aging fighter with a renewed sense of purpose and a fire in his belly. challenging Paul could be his perfect comeback stage. Whether or not the Paul Tyson fight ever happens, Butterbean's challenge adds another layer to this already twisted tale. He's not just calling out the scam, he's putting his money where his mouth is. With all the drama, twists, and turns, this saga might just be the wildest thing boxing has seen in years. Jake Paul's journey from YouTube star to professional boxer is quite the story. Who would have thought that a kid known for goofy videos online would end up fighting in the ring? Jake started out as a social media sensation, gaining fame and plenty of infamy on platforms like Vine and YouTube. His antics and larger-than-life personality made him a household name, especially among younger audiences. But then Jake decided he wanted to be taken seriously as a boxer, and things got really interesting. He dove headfirst into the boxing world and, to everyone's surprise, wasn't half bad. His early fights were against other YouTubers and celebrities, which felt more like spectacle than sport. But Jake kept winning, and his confidence soared. Soon, he began calling out real fighters, stirring controversy. People debated whether Jake Paul was a real deal or just a well-marketed sideshow. In 2023, Jake faced his biggest challenge yet, Tommy Fury, the younger brother of heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. The fight was highly anticipated, with everyone watching to see if Jake could truly hang with a real boxer. The result? Jake lost in a close fight, marking his first professional defeat. But rather than letting his loss define him, Jake bounced back with a vengeance, securing 4 consecutive wins. It was like Jake Paul 2.0, refusing to be written off. Despite his success, controversy persists. Many question the legitimacy of Jake's matches. Are his opponents carefully chosen? Are the fights rigged? Is this all just an elaborate performance to keep Jake in the spotlight? These questions whirl around Jake Paul's boxing career, and it's part of what makes him such a polarizing figure. Whether you love him or hate him, Jake Paul knows how to keep people talking. As the drama surrounding the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight unfolds, it's clear that this saga is far from ordinary. With whispers of scams, rescheduled bouts, and new challengers like Butterbean stepping into the spotlight, the fight has become a whirlwind of speculation and intrigue. Whether or not the Paul Tyson showdown ever materializes, it's evident that the world of boxing is not always what it seems. The hype and drama surrounding the fight have sparked intense debates and kept fans on edge, proving that in this sport, entertainment often takes center stage. The takeaway? The fight has become as much about the spectacle and the stories behind it as it is about the actual boxing. Whether you're a fan of Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, or just love a good plot twist, this ongoing saga reminds us that in boxing, the line between reality and illusion can be surprisingly thin. So what do you think about the ongoing drama of the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight? Are you buying into the hype, or do you think it's all just smoke and mirrors? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on all things boxing and beyond, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join us here on Sports Frenzy TV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more sports news and excitement.